You wake up tired. You drink your coffee, you rush through your morning, but by 2 in the afternoon, you feel like someone has pulled the plug on your energy. You are dragging your feet. Your skin looks pale, maybe even a little gray. When you brush your hair, you notice more strands in the sink than usual. And perhaps you have this strange, inexplicable craving to chew on ice. You go to the doctor. They run some blood work, and the verdict comes back: anemia. Low iron. The standard advice follows immediately. Go home and eat a steak. Eat more red meat. But what if I told you that this advice, while well-intentioned, is not the whole picture? What if I told you that relying solely on red meat to fix your iron levels can sometimes be like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it? And what if I told you that there are plant-based sources of iron sitting in your kitchen right now that, when unlocked correctly, can rebuild your blood faster, cleaner, and more effectively than a ribeye steak? I am Dr. Caroline Bennett, and today we are going to declare war on exhaustion. We are going to talk about the silent thief that steals your vitality: iron deficiency anemia. This condition affects nearly a quarter of the world's population. It is the reason you are breathless after walking up a single flight of stairs. It is the reason your heart palpitates when you lie down at night. It is the reason you have brain fog that makes you feel like you are walking through mud. Your body is literally starving for oxygen. Iron is the vehicle. It is the taxi driver that picks up oxygen from your lungs and drives it to your brain, your heart, and your muscles. When you don't have enough iron, the taxi service shuts down. Your organs are suffocating. And no amount of caffeine, sleep, or positive thinking can fix a biological oxygen shortage. Today, I am going to challenge the myth that you need to be a carnivore to cure anemia. I am going to introduce you to 7 powerhouse foods that are incredibly rich in iron. And this is the most important part of this entire video, I am not just going to give you a shopping list. I am going to teach you the chemistry of absorption. You see, plant iron is shy. It is locked away. If you just eat a bowl of spinach, you might absorb less than 2% of that iron. This is why people say plants aren't enough. But they are wrong. They just don't have the key. I am going to give you that key. It is a simple biological hack involving vitamin C that transforms these plants from modest nutrients into high-octane blood builders. If you are ready to stop feeling like a ghost in your own life, if you are ready to bring the color back to your cheeks and the fire back to your energy, stay with me. We are about to rebuild your blood from the ground up. To understand how to defeat anemia, we first need to understand the enemy. What is happening inside your veins right now? Your blood is made of red blood cells. Inside those cells is a protein called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is like a magnet for oxygen. But at the very center of that hemoglobin molecule, holding it all together, is iron. Without iron, you cannot make hemoglobin. Without hemoglobin, your red blood cells are small, pale, and useless. There are 2 types of iron in the food we eat. This is where the confusion starts. First, there is heme iron. This is found in animal products, meat, poultry, fish. It is called heme because it is already bound to a blood protein. Your body recognizes it easily. It absorbs it efficiently, at a rate of about 15 to 35%. This is why doctors say eat steak. It is the easy route. Second, there is non-heme iron. This is found in plants. This iron is a little different. It is not wrapped in protein. It is exposed. And because of that, it is sensitive. It is harder to absorb. Our bodies typically only take in about 2 to 20% of it. Now you might be thinking, Dr. Bennett, if animal iron absorbs better, why are we talking about plants? Here is why. High consumption of red meat, especially processed meats, is linked to inflammation and other chronic health issues. Many of my patients cannot digest red meat well, or they choose not to eat it for ethical reasons. But more importantly, plant-based iron comes packaged with antioxidants, fiber, and phytonutrients that heal the body while they build the blood. We don't just want iron. We want health. The secret to making plant iron powerful lies in synergy. Non-heme iron exists in a chemical state called ferric iron, Fe3+. Your gut, however, prefers to absorb ferrous, iron, Fe2+. How do we turn ferric into ferrous? We add acid. Specifically, ascorbic acid, vitamin C. When you combine a plant-based iron source with a vitamin C source in the same meal, you can increase the absorption rate by up to 400%. You are literally turning a rusty key into a golden key. You are performing alchemy in your stomach. So let's get into the protocol. Here are the 7 foods that defeat anemia, and exactly how to eat them for maximum potency. Food number 1. The green gold spirulina. We are starting strong. Spirulina is a blue-green algae that is arguably one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. When we talk about iron density, spirulina is king. Just 1 tablespoon of high-quality spirulina powder contains huge amounts of iron, comparable to a significant serving of beef, but with 0 cholesterol and a massive dose of B vitamins. But spirulina offers something else. It builds the blood quality. It supports the bone marrow. How to unlock it? Do not just mix spirulina into water and drink it. It tastes terrible and you won't absorb it well. Blend it into a smoothie. But here is the trick. The liquid base of that smoothie must be vitamin C rich. Use orange juice, or add a whole peeled lemon or a cup of pineapple. The citric acid will latch onto the spirulina's iron and pull it into your bloodstream. Food number 2. The ancient builder lentils. Lentils are the unsung heroes of the pantry. 1 cup of cooked lentils provides roughly 37% of your daily recommended iron intake. They are cheap, they are shelf-stable, and they are powerful. But lentils have a villain, phytic acid. Phytic acid is a compound found in legumes that binds to minerals and stops you from absorbing them. How to unlock it? You must soak your lentils before you cook them. Soaking reduces the phytic acid. Then, when you serve your lentil soup or stew, you must squeeze fresh lemon juice over the bowl right before you eat. Or serve it with a side of raw bell peppers. Red bell peppers have more vitamin C than oranges. The crunch of the pepper with the soft lentil creates the perfect bioavailable iron bomb. Food number 3. The dark leafy lie and truth. Spinach. We all know Popeye ate spinach for strength. But there is a catch. Spinach is high in iron, yes, but it is also high in oxalates. Oxalates are like little handcuffs that lock the iron up, preventing absorption. If you eat raw spinach salad hoping to cure anemia, you are fighting a losing battle. How to unlock it? You need to cook the spinach. Lightly steaming or sautéing spinach reduces the oxalate content, freeing the iron. And again, the synergy is non-negotiable. Sauté your spinach with garlic and tomatoes. Tomatoes are rich in vitamin C. The acid from the tomato sauce breaks down the remaining barriers in the spinach, allowing your body to harvest the mineral. Food number 4. The mineral snack, pumpkin seeds, pepitas. These little green seeds are a treasure trove. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds contains more iron than a serving of chicken breast. They are also packed with zinc and magnesium, which are cofactors for blood health. Many people with anemia are also low in zinc, and if you fix one but not the other, you stay tired. How to unlock it? This is your perfect mid-afternoon snack. But don't eat them dry and alone. Eat them with a kiwi fruit or a handful of strawberries. I tell my patients to make a blood builder trail mix. Pumpkin seeds, dried apricots, also high in iron, and goji berries. Goji berries are incredible sources of vitamin C. This mix is portable, potent, and keeps your energy stable without the sugar crash. Food number 5. The Earth's blood beetroot. Beetroots look like blood for a reason. In the doctrine of signatures, ancient healers believed that a plant looked like the body part it healed. Beets are rich in iron, but they are famous for something else. Nitrates. Nitrates convert to nitric oxide in the body, which dilates your blood vessels. This improves circulation. So you are not just putting more iron into the taxi, you are widening the road so the taxi can drive faster. How to unlock it? Roast your beets or grate them raw into salads. Pair them with a citrus dressing, lemon, lime, or apple cider vinegar. The acidity protects the iron and the nitrates. A beetroot and carrot salad with lemon vinaigrette is a traditional remedy for fatigue in many cultures for a reason. Food number 6. The Sweet Miracle Blackstrap Molasses. This is not regular sugar. Blackstrap molasses is the byproduct of sugarcane refining. They boil the cane syrup 3 times. The sugar crystals are removed, and what is left is a thick, dark, bittersweet sludge that contains all the minerals from the plant. It is pure mineral density. 1 tablespoon gives you 20% of your daily iron, plus calcium, magnesium, and potassium. How to unlock it? This is my favorite morning tonic for anemic patients. Take 1 tablespoon of blackstrap molasses and dissolve it in a mug of warm water. Squeeze half a lemon into it. Drink this first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. The warm water aids digestion. The molasses provides the iron, and the lemon ensures it goes straight into your system. It is like an energy shot from nature. Food number 7. The Complete Grain Quinoa. Quinoa is not technically a grain, it is a seed. And unlike rice or wheat, it is a complete protein, meaning it has all 9 essential amino acids. But it is also rich in iron. 1 cup provides nearly 3 milligrams of iron. It is light, easy to digest, and does not cause the heaviness that red meat often does. How to unlock it? Use quinoa as a base for salads. Mix it with parsley, which is surprisingly high in vitamin C and iron, and dress it with lime juice. A quinoa tabbouleh is the ultimate anti-anemia meal. The parsley, the lemon, the tomato, and the quinoa work together in a symphony of absorption. Now that you have the list, we need to talk about the iron blockers. You can eat all these foods, but if you make one common mistake, you will ruin your progress. The mistake is tea and coffee. I know this hurts. But tea and coffee contain tannins and polyphenol. These compounds are iron inhibitors. They bind to the iron in your stomach and flush it out before you can absorb it. If you drink a cup of coffee with your bowl of oatmeal or your eggs, you are reducing iron absorption by up to 60%. The rule is simple. Keep your caffeine away from your meals. Drink your coffee 1 hour before you eat, or 2 hours after. Give your body a window of time to absorb the nutrients without interference. Another blocker is calcium. Calcium and iron compete for the same absorption pathway. They fight for the same door to get into the blood. If you take a calcium supplement, or drink a glass of milk with your iron-rich meal, the calcium will win, and the iron will be left behind. Keep your dairy separate from your high-iron meals. I also want to address the emotional and spiritual side of anemia. In my practice, I often see anemia in people who have lost their lust for life. Blood represents vitality, joy, and family lineage. When we are anemic, we are fading away. We are becoming transparent. Treating anemia is not just about swallows and numbers. It is about reclaiming your right to take up space. It is about reclaiming your energy. When you prepare these meals, when you squeeze that lemon over your lentils, I want you to see it as an act of self-love. You are telling your body, I am worth the effort. I am worth the energy. Let's talk about consistency. Anemia takes time to fix. Red blood cells live for about 120 days. You cannot fix a 3-month cycle in 3 days. You need to be patient. You need to incorporate these foods daily. It is not a quick fix. It is a lifestyle shift. Start with the Blackstrap Molasses tonic in the morning. Have a lentil and pepper salad for lunch. Snack on pumpkin seeds and goji berries. Have a quinoa and spinach stir-fry for dinner. If you do this, you will notice changes. First, the craving for ice will disappear. That is usually the first sign. Then, you will notice you can climb the stairs without gasping. Then, the color will return to your lips. And finally, the brain fog will lift, and you will remember what it feels like to be fully awake. There is a place for supplements, of course. If your levels are dangerously low, you must listen to your doctor and take what is prescribed. But supplements often cause constipation and stomach pain. Food is gentle. Food is what your body understands. Use these foods to support your recovery, to maintain your levels, and to prevent the anemia from ever coming back. You have the power to rebuild your blood. You do not need to rely solely on steaks and pills. Nature has provided a garden of strength, but it locked the gate. Now, with the combination of iron-rich plants and vitamin C, you have the key. I want you to try this protocol for 2 weeks. I want you to feel the difference in your energy levels. And I want to hear from you. If this video opened your eyes to a new way of thinking about nutrition, please support this channel. Subscribe so you can continue to learn how to heal your body naturally. Click the like button. This tells YouTube that this information is valuable and helps us reach other people who are struggling with exhaustion right now. And share this video. Send it to your sister who is always tired. Send it to your friend who is pregnant. Send it to your mother who has been taking iron pills for years with no results. You might be the reason they finally get their energy back. Reclaim your vitality. Build your blood. And remember, your health is the most precious asset you own. Until next time, be well.